This is a very good post plan for forZe.
A slow walk down for GXX in center as Rigon gets involved first. Finds Kenzie. Great shot to kick things off. Zorti with a quick responsive swings out towards the vent, sees where center is. And now it's Jerry alone here at the observation stairs, swinging upon the man, doing his best to get the tag damage against him, and will get forced back outside of the window itself. Jump face gets the kill. GXX is forced forward, and we'll have plenty of time for this defuse. There's a pistol for Bad News Eagles.
Lovely stuff coming through from GXX, currently the 7th highest rated player in this entire event, and there are multiple individuals
out towards the squeaky door, crack angle not being spotted. Smoke comes in and Shalfie is mostly protected. He'll swing upon the likes of Synopsy, but Synopsy will get the kill. And Senna will be looking for a follow-up and runs out of ammo. He's perfectly placed against Jerry. The nade probably finishes the job there.
Things are looking excellent right now for BNE. Even another kill going down towards Zorti. Nori eventually finds a pick towards that ramp control, dealing with Senna, but now the lobby crunchers come in, he's sandwiched.
Yeah, faced in upon by the likes of Synopsy. It's going to be easy. No way out for Nori in that one. Kenzie alone with the bomb being dropped out of his favor. I think even he doesn't know where he attacks from. He'll go back up towards Heaven, try to find a flank on the CT side. But this should not lead to a clutch.
We've seen that for BNE, they're currently ranked 1st in the event, Jay, on their CT side for most multi-kills per round. And I think we've seen a few of them so far. Synopsy down to 3, looking for 4. And Kenzie just trying to make it as expensive as possible. Try and draw some further fights. Great take of that lobby control too, and a shutdown towards ramp.
Kenzie's hunting for something here. An exit frag would be nice. Checking the rafters and want to be ready for Synopsy overall. Eyes set on the hut position. Turned away towards the Heaven control. Synopsy's completely evaded contact. I think a footstep was just made by Kenzie though. Adjustments made by Synopsy. Either way, 20 seconds left. Kenzie's not going to win the round
For the retake.
Nade set, Deegan Kenzie caught towards the outside Rigon with that kill. Zorti and Nori able to respond. AWP sat for GXX in a 3-on-3 situation. Tagged up and now smoked off from the left-hand entrance. Rigon's running and GXX is trying to press the issue still. The AWP watching. Rigon's AK closes into the back lines, the backstab. Shut down by Shalfie's Deagle. Nori follows suit on the AK. And Synopsy in the 1 versus 3 can't hold on. forZe find the steal.
Excellent rifle.
Start the walk forward, and the AWP of GXX will just about get here. Senna stands and fights towards the B site. Synopsy and GXX get 2 kills with the crossfire. Kenzie can force out a trade, but took a lot of damage for it. 10 points of health for him now. Zorti, other side of the map and everything. There is a kill for Kenzie that follows up towards GXX. So 3-on-2 situation. Now the 1 man towards ramp might be isolated. Kenzie still fighting as well, drawing all the attention back towards him. He does fall, and the bomb can commit to the A site, so it's Zorti in a 1v3 clutch.
Going to be difficult opening up towards that vent position, and Rigon doesn't quite bait him out entirely.
Scope seen, Zorti gets out of dodge. I know they're coming in from Heaven as well. Isolates Synopsy, gets that frag. Rigon making his moves up top of the hut, but one flat true comes in with Heaven support and dives in to get the kill and the 5th round for BNE.
Garage position. Rigon's actually getting the backstab. It's being watched.
Oh, and Zorti's going to find Synopsy as well. GXX for the AWP. Unchecked the demand, looks away, and Zorti disappears through the smoke and down into secret. 2-on-2. And Shalfie's going to try cut rotations here. Senna's already making his way down through the ramp. And Zorti, therefore, wants to make his way into A, into the hands of the AWPer. As Shalfie gets Senna, though, now the footsteps are heard, and they're going to count for this.
I love this from forZe. The way they slow the round down and bait out mistakes. Even Shalfie's going to get pressed on by GXX, but it's so much information, and now they've caught him.
Shot ringing out to try to look for the wall bangs. The bomb can commit towards the B site. Safest place to go right now. Or they can go up towards A. That's also a pretty appropriate position. So it makes the site that's got backup, but GXX will make his way back in towards squeaky door, and they're going to try and look for the hump overall. The AWP's got his back turned. Rigon catching nothing as of right now. A minute on the clock. And forZe will set up for the A hit again.
It's all down to these immediate entries. And even for GXX, he can put pressure down onto Jerry, perhaps drop the bomb, and there's the pick.
Big frag to a 5-on-3. Smokes to Mini. Molotov sent back to the backside. Flash goes over as well. Rigon's fully blind, but they can't capitalize upon the kill. He gets another one out of it. Norway traded back by GXX, and Zorti towards outside.
Outside and flash around flat rear aggressive.
Swing out from one flat true. GXX's flash support definitely aids him in that front, so a kill found. 5-on-4 gain. CT Forces forcing forward, and GXX will fall to the hands of Kenzie. So an even man standing one more time on flat true responds all the same. Kenzie down. Advantage maintained by BNE, but Jerry gets an unlikely frag onto Rigon towards the edge of the smoke. Synopsy spotted, his head's taken clean off, and the advantage goes the way of forZe now.
Just when it looked like it was a done deal, just when it looked like it was going to be an easy 8, forZe somehow come back into it. A beautiful double entry, and surely Shalfie gets this pick at main. Surely.
Oh, one flat-true, however, something to say about that against Jerry. The AWP pick is found, and Senna's left alone to clutch the round. Swinging out from heaven, sees
forZe are taking mass players outside. JXX has got to try and strike again.
Just can't find the angle to do so. Hearing footsteps. Shalfie seen, Deagle pipes up, and Jerry comes in with Synopsy bailing out his teammate. The AKs have fallen in troves, and it's Shalfie now left in his own 1v4 clutch. Finds GXX at least, and gets Synopsy. So brought back to a manageable deficit, but a lot more work to do with one more player sneaking around the well on center. Shalfie's back's completely turned up, dead to rights to the M4, and BNE will just cinch the half at round 15. 8-7 though, forZe in with a start forcing their way to the upper site. GXX wraps the corner, Jerry's back's turned. Zorti turns that AK into a decent pick of his own right, and one flat-true will find Norway in the meanwhile. So 2 versus 3. The AK still a concern as Zorti fires it through the smoke, makes it a triple for him, and the bomb plant to be conceded.
Oh, very open. Zorti can beat with this, and he finds another kill in the round, Jay. He's on for the ace, and center is so low.
9 HP. I don't believe Zorti's about to do this on his lonesome. You highlighted force buys for forZe. Should have highlighted Zorti on them. Deagle did the first, the AK did the rest, and now he knows that Senna's somewhere in the hut. Tap on the bomb once, sprays back and forth. Damage being done to Shalfie here. On the bomb, they'll try and tap it. Zorti now going to face in towards Senna's position. 5 seconds, he gets the wall bank spray. Zorti's got to chase around the corner. Senna might stall for enough time. There's no kit in play, so there is no round for forZe. The ace does come out for Zorti, but it's just not enough.
That's absolute heartbreak. And even
Shalfie trying to grab info, making a bit of noise for it. BNE running low on time here, 20 seconds. They're going to get that bomb to commit.
They've got to go A. There's no way they've got the map control to end up at B, and they're running so low. You're right about this. They've got to get a move on.
Even Norway's holding at the edge of the hut. 10 seconds, bomb plant for GXX could be denied so quickly. He's checked all the corners except the one that the CTs are holding from. Upper heaven, Shalfie holding for a flank, comes through center, gets that kill, and it's brought back by BNE just about here. AK spray comes up against Norway. Oh, bad smoke, body blocked on Norway. That's not good at all.
Now even up towards ramp. Zorti's playing passive, and Synopsy's going to drop him. Now they've got the opportunity of trying to take some of this hell control. Joel Flyroom cutting the rotate.
No.
Jerry's going to fall in the vents.
4 on 3, M4 at center's feet. Kenzie looks up and falls down. Oh, forZe just can't catch a break. Norway and Shalfie isolated from each other. Norway isolated from the round. And Shalfie left alone to clutch it back at spawn. Surely to save.
Have to imagine so. Oh, they're going to send it. This is pacey.
Center straight up, Matt 10 in, spots Kenzie's head and takes the man down, focusing now on the next player out towards the hell entrance. That's Zorti with 1 and 2, looking for the triple sequence, and the USP's pulled out against 1. M4 now out with the bomb in no man's land. The CTs are fighting to gain it back though. One flat-true swings up, gets a double, and forZe fought so hard to get the significant man advantage that falls apart anyway here. HP above both. But Synopsy on will slow things down.
Forget forZe striking hard, Jay. What about Zorti? This is another monster round by him, and if they don't win it, that would be desperation. That would be heartbreak. And Flatroo, 1v2, so much time. He can try and force this fire to Nori, but he's on 14 points of health. That's the difficult factor.
Yeah, the SMG with the HE combination, able to sharp, good for the CT side. Come back when they need it the most. One Flatroo. With the AK in his hands, needs the perfect taps to the perfect CT players. Shalfie is one of them. Deagle of Rigon looking towards the outside as one Flatroo makes his way down the vents, and Rigon can strike with the Deagle, which puts a lot of anxiety in my heart now, Dweg.
Absolutely, and so it should. Bomb with center, outside of lobby. Flatroo is raiding for the reposition. Kenzie, it's all a matter of timing and how aggressive he gets.
Synopsy seen, the M4 does not find the fight. Instead finds one Flatroo and turns around towards Synopsy in the end. So, order is restored in the server for the time being. Rigon and Senna will try fight back regardless here. Of course, this forced investment status, and Rigon's going to fight on with decent shots of the Deagle. So now Kenzie's dropped, and the B site's pretty open now.
Very winnable round here for BNE. You've got 2 players with helmets and with rifles. And no players on rotation at all as of yet from forZe. The best that Zorti could do is come through from that ramp position. forZe's now starting to realize that there's nothing here in lobby. BNE need to get the bomb down and need to start fighting on the post plant. They've got to drive the advantage back in their favor.
They're looking for a pick at the moment to try and find that advantage before the bomb gets planted itself. Giving more breathing room for the CT side, who will start to rotate here. That bomb plant coming in. Rigon. Oh, he hits footsteps. He goes for the swing. He gets Zorti. Oh, he gets Nori as well. forZe about to lose to a force by Senna. Is turned around by the SMG of Jerry. A one-on-one with Rigon on 4 points of health. He started this round. He'll now have to end it for the T side. Back at dark. Jerry has no idea. Has not seen the bomb. Smokes to cross. Back will be turned towards the man Rigon. Not willing to pop out just yet, Jerry. When is the timing good? Making footstep noises. Rigon swings and wins it with an ace.
GXX knows that there's a slight pair in that lobby control, so keep an eye on it. Senna's gonna drop. This is more lobby success, and Shafi towards the outside is caught off the scouts.
GXX strikes back hard. It's here and Rigon still left in play. Dropping in for the T-side player. Nori's heard that. He knows that he's from the roof. The bomb should get recovered, but where does it go?
Oh, Nori's gonna peek. This could be the fight back. GXX is desperate.
Swing. And a hit. Directly to the head, and Rigon's found the other two CTs, and he's found a player up at heaven. Backed up, Shelfie's dead, not again! forZe did everything to gain the man advantage, and now they're about to concede it all. Rigon's on for the double, and that's exactly what he gets!
Control, and for forZe, they need to get in quickly.
Flashed in for Jerry, backup's also up in heaven, makes his move, wins the fight on Senna, reduces them to 2. One flat true down low HP, GXX however with a kill, and was once again left to 1, reducing one more player, looking for more out towards the hut, but it's back to turn to Jerry, up in the rafters, the kill will come through, and forZe will just stay alive.
And now it's a matter of closing here for BNE. You've got money in the bank, you've got the bomb plant bonus.
Eagles lurking towards the outside again. Trying to spot for Shalfie as Zorti is the first player to fall. That's already a bad start. They all swing on Norway. Not again, lads. It's another force by half by pistol investment, but fortunately, Kenzie, Shalfie, and Jerry will hold up the trades and keep BNE at bay.
Shafi's got a peek. He's low HP. Gonna get dunked out by the nade. Has to try and fight out from credit card. And Senna's trying to work in from Brad. Rigon's just got to stay alive.
Oh, no.
And he deals with Kenzie as well.
Not again, guys, please. Give some sanity to me. Rigon's checking. Back for early on in this one. USPs and Glocks pulled out. A P250 for GXX. Not in raid boss for this one.
Jerry might get caught off, getting very aggressive. Flat roll the other side. An exchange of bullets and a little bit of damage. But it doesn't really show what's going on. 3 players coming through with mid, and it's going to be an A split.
Forcing a man back, but Jerry re-aggresses and does catch Flat True on the way out of the round. So start off with first blood drawn. Zorti follows suit to Synopsis. Senna's going to get caught by Kenzie. Taps forward. Rigon finds his responsive. Dealt with by Jerry's part. GXX in the 1 versus 4. Taps on the P250. Trying to fight on back. This one does get 1. And time is stalled for.
Bombs out in the open though. They're going to have to really fight for this. Even Flat Root deals that player a Shalfie. Quick rotate in from spawn directly.
This will be like number 3 or number 4 at this point of BNE force buys. forZe swinging out for Norway will get the kill for Senna. GXX playing close will give up his life, and Norway almost gets the triple for it, but Juan turns it back around, leaves it all on Zorti. 9 HP for the clutch. Creeping in closer towards that CT spawn. M4 turned away. Zorti slow walks. 1 flat true will hit the bomb tap. Only once, no kit on Zorti. Time is ticking, and 1 swing. Cover Zorti making noise and rotating all the same. This could be real awkward. Triple swing. Spray only gets the 1 frag. Should have gotten more out of it. Shalfie tanked the damage as Zorti's credited with another kill. Synopsis starts to act out towards ramp. Molotov sent in by Senna. GXX caught by the Deagle. Jerry, it's another good kill. Synopsis forced to respond to it. And where's that bomb? Back at T-Spawn, he's going to rotate away.
That's okay. They can still go back towards this A side. They've got plenty of time. Keep the calm. Don't panic at all. We've seen BNE in these close range situations with the timer is low. And Shalfie and Kenzie are still using all of their vision towards A as of right now.
Yeah, Synopsis taking that chance to rotate towards that B site. Will get the plant down. And for forZe, shouldn't be much left in this round here. They might try their hands at the retake because they won't be losing anything per se. Depends how much they value that AK. Imagine Shalfie might save. Kenzie might go for it, though.
Keeping their bodies towards A is only...
That's the concern, really, for BNE. The fact that they're in a 4-on-4 scenario and the trade will be so simple. There it is, Shalfie, simple headshot. Didn't need to get the headshot. Kenzie needed to find the gap, and that's what he'd do. Regon now the drop. BNE, a 2v4 scenario, which usually I'd be worried about, considering how many times we've seen them bring these back, however, over on Nuke. I'm not 100% sold that this is a forZe round yet.
This is looking very good from forZe. That intention on fighting down towards the bottom of Connector works out successfully. And now they could just play a passive. Zorti's even making a slight info play towards Palace, not seeing anything. Nori back over at B in the apartments, isn't spotting anything either. And now hearing some of the nades in Connector should pull the info over.
Just above that smoke, Kenzie didn't quite spot GXX. It looked like from GXX's angle it wasn't going to work out for him. Now Senna walks in, crosshairs right there, player seen. GXX does slip by undetected, but the bomb's been dropped and Kenzie's going to hunt for him even further. We'll find him at the end.
Coming through there from BNE, striking presence from underpass and top mid at the same time. Even Flatterer is expecting some aggression to come from ramp, spotting the feed. On the drop down, should be dealt by with Jerry.
Didn't expect him to be there. Now Rigon with the trade potential doesn't quite line up the spray. So GXX is all that remains. 1 on 2, bomb on his back. Coming in the walls, that short control. Has a bit of time to play with here.
Gotta hope that he doesn't get spotted at all by Jerry. Knows that he was out towards the A side, so he's gonna keep the pre-aim up to that triple and CT angle. And Jerry has not actually come back over, so there's a lack of information that he's leaning to B right now.
Thinks he might be going out from ramp control. How to discover incorrectly, especially Zorti's part. And the market
force over rotations from the CT side, and if Synopsy drops Nori, that's pretty much the round done.
Shadow scene gives away the game, allows the easy pick to come forward. He swings on Shalfie as well. And now Zorti's left alone to clutch this 1v4. Does land that first pick and that second. Okay. Round is back on for forZe once again. Rigon unknown behind the danger box. And Zorti slows it down himself.
That bomb's going back out towards A, and for Zorti, it's about the reposition. Probably about catching Rigon before spotting that bomb. That's got to how he's really do it.
Watching Palace, hearing those footsteps, smoke down and provide a bit of cover. Allowing that plant to come in for him. Doesn't see where Rigon's at. Side turned away, heard the scope of GXX on the site itself. Just doesn't know where to look, does not know how to act. Making noise out to Tetris now. Will reveal his position as Rigon moves in. GXX is not seen. He's not going to bring back to 6 of their own right. M4 sitting, flashes and smokes. Sent over against the Incendiaries coming down for the T-side line. Shalfie does strike first, and they will be able to overwhelm Jerry, but Kenzie, still out towards Connect the Jungle, will face in and get the kill towards Rigon. So advantage for forZe. And Senna's thinking of extending out to the stairs at Tetris. Might consider the jump phase, but there's so many CTs around here, and they can just get trading so quickly.
Oh, they keep fighting. GXX is even aggressive with the bomb and the AWP on his pouch. Nori coming in from the back.
Upset and ready for the shot. No flash against him. Senna's picked up, hearing the player drop down as well, looks up and does walk into the hands of GXX the same, so similar story on the return face. Orb still looking at the market door, trying to catch Jerry, and that's exactly what he does. 2 on 2. Zorti's Orb still in play for the retake though.
It's all about this backstab and how it comes through. Zorti's got to pull enough distraction to allow Kenzie to get into a good position. They've got a kid to work with, they can slow it down.
Zorti making noise as Kenzie is going to get caught, and it's all on the Orb now. CT 1v2 clutch on, missing the sitter on Lils on 2 individuals here for the T-side line. Kenzie's AK is spotted or spraying blindly onto one. Registers GXX in the end as Zorti and Norway and Zorti come up good. The frags between the two, leaving Senna left alone. 1 versus 4 situation. All the kills pouring the way of forZe. The AK left on short to be swung upon. Does get the 1 trade. Needs to get 3 more in this one, and with it being so close, it just seems so unlikely. But as they offer up 1v1 duels, headshot taps won't get landed. So yes, it will be 10 up to Zorti to get that bomb down, and for Norway to do the rest of the heavy lifting. 2 very IHP players. Oh, what? Joan's going to give away all the info. Zorti's going to land the headshot on the Quadra now. GXX left alone to clutch this.
I can't believe Zorti stopped. I thought he was just going to continue down, get in towards A, and now GXX actually has a chance of denying the bomb.
Doesn't know where Nori is though. His paranoia is getting the best of him, and he thinks there might be a counter-rotate. Back up from mid, he will be heard, so the bomb goes down safely. AK's to pick up. He's actually going to go towards the B site here on shore. About to get caught up by Norway the same. The spray is good for him. But a Quadra from Zorti. Don't worry about it for Zorti. Galil on Kenzie with a limiting factor, and Han Flattrue will again kick things off against Shelfie. Norway does swing back to get the kill to center and trade things back to allow the entries to come through out towards the ace side. Han's on site though. Spray comes up good against Jerry. Caught on the reload. Norway can get the trade back to a 3-on-3.
Even Kenzie's spotting so much open space from that top of connector position, looking up to stairs, and Synopsy's got to make a decision whether he aggresses or not. GXX even blinded gets one.
Oh, Rigon sprays through and taps up Zorti with the AWP, leaving Kenzie alone, making a ton of noise. To get here though, because the T's are also en route to the site, and Rigon can't last forever.
Pays the price. Flattrue trying to come through, doesn't know about the player towards the left-hand side being swung on. Needs to try and adjust. At least his teammates there for support in from Sinner.
Yes, bait and switch with the footsteps being heard. Zorti lands the AWP pick, and they know it centers out here towards Market. He'll get the spray against the man, but that bomb's going to go back towards the ace side. Shalfie is extremely low, so Senna could reduce this to a 1v1 if he spots the man, which he does do so. It's Eagle facing around the corner. He's such low HP, a single bullet's all he needs, and that's what he lands. A Quadra out for this CT player to try and win the clutch. Inbound from the short control, making a ton of noise, and Kenzie knows how to adjust for this here.
Oh, he's waiting for it. He's got an incendiary too. Put that down to jungle and he can't fight.
Oh, he misses that one on center. Didn't want that to go that far. Swing out. Got to make a move now. No further util. Tap on the bomb. Looks out towards jungle. His back's turned though. Senna looking the wrong way. And that missed util. Could have thrown it. Leaned out for a moment. Saw the dangers lurking up towards that stack. Nades being sent down as Norway lands the kill against Synopsy. A 5-on-3, leaving one CT player isolated, backed up on the defensive. It's Rigon. Stella so far here on this map up, seeing Zorti lining up on Norway, doing tons of damage, but not the kill. Shalfie also lurks in connector, sees one, gets his kill, and Senna's left alone.
forZe are really putting down the hurt now, knowing that it's a couple of rounds in a row, trying to target that economy. 4 players alive too for the
angle. To press. Second one also on the way. Scout at GXX watching and waiting. M4 for Senna still watching for Jerry, gets the kill back. Tanks some damage. The Scout is a known entity. And now the CTs have rotated up here. Bomb looks to go down. Swing upon for Juan Flattrue. Needs to get the kill in, and that's what he does. Now down to 2 players at the T side. Norway's one of them. Strikes onto Flattrue. Rigon and GXX, however. Quick kill and nade to follow it up. And gain control for BNE.
Even though they don't deny the bomb from going down.
And they're just over 80. Jerry, similar story. Flattrue strikes with the kill itself, though, up in Palace. Removes that angle from play. Does make noise that he's in a dark, and Kenzie will fight onto him. Get the kill. Swing with his teammate to check Sniper's Nest. Jerry strikes on center as GXX. His AWP gets the 1 frag. Swings for the second and gets that 3rd instead. Jerry, bomb on site, though, in the middle of the smoke. Shelfie finds his pick back over on short. Rigon to fall. And GXX playing a dangerous game up close and personal with the AK. Synopsy hunting for this mid player, and the AWP's caught looking the wrong way. It's Synopsy now to clutch it all. Sees Jerry, and the spray is good for damage.
They've done so well on their CT side. It's just these last handful of rounds in which forZe have really put the pressure on. Another quick play, missed window smoke, but Nori into connector fast.
Snup's gonna get caught for it. Smoke down against GXX, who can strike back, but Kenzie's caught Juan Flattrue elsewhere on the map. They're going to storm the B site. It's Rigon alone with his deadly deagle. Got to be deadlier than it's ever been before, and he gets nothing for it. Senna alone in the 1v4. For Marcel, faced in upon, spray through for Kenzie. And
can set themselves up for the retake.
Kenzie leaning in, does not see the player behind the quad wall. Rigon can swing, get the frag that gets the advantage, but Zorti returns fire almost immediately. 3-on-3, Synopsy is low, so forZe have that to work from going into this retake, and time is ticking away from the Norway. Strikes, Flattrue comes up good to a 2-on-2 once again. Swings out against Shelfie next, and Zorti tags so heavily, down to 26. His USP, watching sight, knows that Flattrue's out here, knows where Senna is as well. Back's turned, no time left, no Kitlin play. He'll go back and save.
Trying to do his best to try and get any further fights from this brackets position. Flattrue having an unbelievable pistol, and I'm really glad quickly, actually.
Balls away. Flattrue's sitting with Jerry, taking tag damage. Smoke's involved and sprays. GXX blind as a bat, can't find anything. 3 players stacked towards the A player, which seems to be the hit coming in from BNE now.
That volley's going to force Jerry away, make it more uncomfortable, but forZe are hearing a lot of these footsteps in the bottom of Banana, and they're not retaking.
Alfie and Kenzie turning away from. 1 player drops down. Is a dead man to the hands of Kenzie. Norway with his double up. Rigon Trade back 2 players, but he can't hold on forever. Shelfie on the center of the site, still not dealt with. GXX left alone. Bomb dropped in. Pit will face HP advantage here.
B-side Exy with only 1 defender though. This is going to be so tough for Jerry. There is a gap in the smoke. He's got to find a couple of picks.
He'll abuse it against Rigon at least. Center will face around that corner. Blind sprays. He tried to back off from a different angle, so spray's not going to work out. Plant will be secured. Now AWP as ZorTy hopes to catch something else past this gap. Instead, GXX gets Nori on the jump face. A 4-on-4 situation. Jerry will see the smoke towards Coffin's clear, but he doesn't know who to focus on. Will just do damage to 2, kills on none, and forZe will save.
Massive kill from center too. Just when it looked like FlatRoo was looking the wrong way, that might have been miscommunicated of just how quickly that smoke down towards the construction position was going to fade. He's able to back up his teammate well, put pressure onto the AWPer and at least spot him towards CT spawn. And for Jerry, he's got to be death slamming in a round like that. You're the only B player, you get away with 1 kill, hold the advantage, and no more gets granted.
We assumed as well that Incendiary would have stopped them as some sort of capacity.
Walking down mid, GXX is actually spotting for this.
FlatRoo will fall first and foremost. Shall be. Can turn the situation around against Center and Rigon with Norway's support on the flashbang. It's a 4 versus 2, so the round goes from winnable to almost completely decided at this stage. Synopsy just charge out towards the A side, try to buy a lucky line in, but just unable to win the single fight against Kenzie. So now the round is guaranteed, locked in for forZe.
Love the acceleration of that retake towards the top banana position. Flash over the top, continue to fight off one another. And for BNE, now you've got GXX in the last one. The timing works out okay. There is a sight line of diving out of the apartment and getting the bomb down on A, but he doesn't know that.
50 seconds. There's the headshot. Second found, wrap around, trying to go towards that B site. GXX can still isolate the individual fights. He's up against Shalfie as well. 2 HP. This clutch is still on for the man. Smoked across all the Molotov sent in as well. Shalfie, however, catches him with the bomb in his hand. 1 for 1, responsive as FlatRoo will fall to the hands of ZorTy. The USP picking up a wallbang. That must have been for the apartments, right? Not like it matters. GXX is still striking. Picks up the player at the cross, and Jerry now trying to solo defend this B site. Will get flashed away as backup arising. Khan as Jerry is caught back. The headshot connecting from GXX, and now Shalfie can't do anything from here.
Just sends himself into the site rather than slowing it down, rather than waiting out the 3v3. They've got so much util to work with. And now ZorTy and Shalfie have got to try and step up. BNE just want to run the clock.
Incendiary is out to the new box. The nades towards the back site, doing some damage to center and the GXX. Shalfie leaning in, half the time ticked away. There's the headshot, and ZorTy's now left to save. He's been hunted as well. The AWP doesn't escape this alive, I don't think. Backed up in a corner, the firing squad is Norway's backed away, so backup's on the way.
Just jump spotting at the half wall, puts a smoke down and has an incendiary to follow. And look at what's happening in bedroom. We've seen the aggression play come through from Kenzie, so they know they're going to keep 3 on B. This is such a good information play.
Smokes the coffins and cross. Molotovs in from the T and CT side to try to deny some sort of vision. Swing back from Shalfie, gets the kill. Adjust towards FlatRoo, can't quite get the double up. Jerry steal that one away. Synopsy swings and gets Norway the same. Kenzie, however, with the M4, comes up the back.
You'd imagine is going to get a lot of pace towards him.
Stack of T's to line up on the spray. 1 found, 2 found, only 2. The AKF Kenzie, but be careful not to lose that weapon to the T side line, especially now there's an M4 in position. And it'll burn quite a lot of damage down, but a 3-on-3 scenario is ensued. The bomb can get planted here.
Surely they've got to get aggressive. They've got to fight these rotations head on. Try and get the rifles in good positions.
Got such a major HP advantage. That nade didn't take down FlatRoo. It looked like it should have done. Senna on 18 as Jerry leans in at Coffin. Shots ringing out. No one's accounted for Coffins either. Jerry's got the info of 1 player towards the backside. They're waiting for the 3rd man to approach here.
This backstab surely on. This is going to be a multi-frag. No one's turned around.
Noise has been made. FlatRoo checks it as the smoke clears, gets the kill. Jerry swings on 1. Sees Senna and Rigon can adjust alongside Senna support. ZorTy left alone, and BNE have stolen the round. Swing out from Shalfie is going to lose his life first. Senna takes him down. Now it's all left to 1 man on the back of the apartment's face here. Kenzie all alone on the A defensive. He falls, his teammates have got to go for the retake in a 3-on-5 scenario. Raygon swings, and at least Kenzie will get that kill drop. The bomb tries stall for time. Synopsy, however, kills back GXX in towards the apartments. Will cut the rotates, get 1 and 2. Triple up, surely this will be a stellar way to close the half, and he's hunting for it. He wants it, and that's what he'll get. Molotov in from Sharpie, going to try clear out the forward angle here at the long control. Get some info on where the T side are playing for, and the Deagle still gets picked up by Shalfie. A little headshot on Rigon, flat true, as so many players around that corner. Scout of GXX is watching. Flat true tempting face around that corner, finally gets spotted out by Shalfie. Swing out for the headshot on one man, Shalfie trading. Senna now left with his backup. Third man also on the way in. Senna does get that kill towards Jerry, keep it in a 3-on-3 situation. They're doing pretty decently well. The headshots land, the scout shots land, the HP compounds, and Noise in a 1v3 to try and clutch this.
Flatroo and GXX to get over to B. This is actually a very good chance now for BNE to put the force back down.
GXX will get the kill on the one man, drop that bomb, get traded by Shalfie all the same, and Flatroo knows that they must be pressing forward, hearing both sets of footsteps. Smoke sent down, but they rotate away, and they've also been heard here, so the counter rotate can come back from BNE quick.
Oh, hang on. Hang on. Is this a double bluff? They're going back towards the top of Banana, but the bomb gets dropped, and Flatroo's on 23 HP.
I have no idea how he's alive, but he is. It's all left to Shalfie now. 20 seconds to get the bomb down on A, which will be successful on, and fend off the 1v2 retake.
Normally we see Nori and how strong he's been in the clutch situations. Now it's down to Shalfie. Got a smoke down to Moto that he can play late round. And for BNE, I like this. Play together. Play as a unit.
Bit of a gamble stack towards that B site. Shalfie with an important recovery round to bring back for the forZe camp. BNE with an important breaking point round. Footsteps heard, Shalfie in Graveyard. Both players making their moves up, making no qualms about this. Flatroo will get caught first, and the second kill comes up good. One back turn was all you need.
Lurking Boiler, this actually might be a fake.
Raygon's off angle hasn't been accounted for either. forZe better be ready to swing upon it. Just towards it. We'll just read it and deal with it in general. The lurk out towards A site is dismantled. Kenzie's going to join his teammates. Flash in, sees where Raygon is. They do dismantle, leave it all to the backside player. Flatroo with a lot of work to be done. Won't get checked by Jerry. The back's turn. He gets a double for it anyway, and that makes it manageable. As Rigon swings, transfers his spray. Synopsy finds Norway through the smoke, and now Kenzie's left alone. The lurker now to be the clutcher with 25 seconds on the clock. Senna will see that bomb, think there might be a backstab in. Kenzie spots him. Not quite taking contact against GXX. There's two players standing on the A site. Third man on the way in. They're slowing this down.
GXX has been very careful not to overswing, but he might get caught from the apartments. Look, he's on 5 points of health now, and eventually he's going to fall.
Flatroo was the hero in the last round. Will he be the hero in the defensive this time? Synopsy might be caught off. Flatroo, kill found, drops off, doubles up, needs to get the triple in the quadrant perhaps. Indeed, he locks out 3, turns around, but Shalfie with a trade, and now it's all on Rigon here.
We've seen how good Shalfie's been, but rather than getting the bomb down straight away, he wants to try and take a fight, and Rigon's coming Moto.
15 seconds to do so, though. M4 swings. Shalfie seen, but the bullets don't land to the kill itself. Flash in will be evaded. The bomb plant will be secure behind the default box, and Rigon's just charging straight forward up at Graveyard. Shalfie has no idea where to look. He's pre-firing it, though! And he gets his headshot to keep looking for his kills here. Kenzie not seen yet. Now he is. Adjust towards Norway. Gets the trade back. USP pulled out, but the double comes in for the AK. A 3-on-3 situation. Flatroo ahead of the curb. Denies that bomb plant just about. A 3-on-2 for BNE, and backups rotating in towards Banana. Flatroo holds his nerve, and now the CT should be heard. GXX, quick swing. Can't adjust. Zorti trades it, and the M4 peeks back up for a decent kill. It's centered in the backstab, though, leaving it all on Norway to clutch. 7 seconds. Gonna go for the first plant. Taps it once, forcing the CTs forward, forcing out the kills, but only gets 1. Stacked one, Flatroo. Here's the footsteps. They've all went right past him. He had the perfect chance, but just struck too early. And now GXX is off. Got to step up big time. Gets the first, misses the second, but there's one more player in the apartments going for a bigger backstab. A 4-on-3 for forZe to BNE commit to this.
Oh, surely they do. Senna fights Jerry out to the open 3v3. You've got to have the confidence to go for it.
Shallow smoke, SMG of Synopsy steps up, sees Shelfie, Nays turned away from, AK swing, struggles, Senna trades, it's Zorti now alone on site, doesn't know where to look, and Rigon makes up for his past mistakes, makes up the difference in this round. Okay.
Senna's going to have to go back over, realizes it's too late without hearing anything, and now the CTs are aggressing down from short. They can actually push mid.
2 players to stand by. Rigon sees nothing. Senna hears everything. Synopsy out towards cross, and Jerry overwhelmed. Synopsy gets 2, 3 on the spray. Tech9 pulled out for the quadra, and it's Jerry alone, looking for that rifle, looking for the bomb, running right into the CT's clutches. Taps it once, needs to pull out that gun. Here they come, wrapping the corner, and it's